Getting to know your vinyl community thread. Well, good morning. This is Garage Geek, and as you can see, I'm not in my garage. I'm in my kitchen. You can see my nice Superman glass. I have a Porky Pig. Those are my husband's comics. He just left them here in the kitchen because, I buy these things for him and he doesn't care. Listen, I woke up. I have not showered, but I was worried. Okay, Mark Morris has a thread that nobody has done, and it's called Getting to Know Your Vinyl Community. Every video that I watch of his, he goes on and on about how nobody did this thread. He's drinking, and I'm just afraid that he's going to become an alcoholic if we do not do this thread. Now, I know we're not supposed to joke about alcoholism, but hey, it's funny. Unless you actually have a problem, and Mark doesn't. Mark did this thread. I actually learned a lot about him. He's very, very creative, which is something that I learned from that video. And I'm not. So I kind of just sat there like, I'm not creative at all. What do you want, honey? You want to say hi? Nana wants to say hi, everybody. So here's Nana. Say hi, Nana. Okay, you want to come up too? Koyo, you want to come up? So, in a video, somebody, I think it was Mark actually, said that I have Cujo. This is Cujo. If you could believe it, it was this dog that created all that scandal. That little dog right there, that's Cujo, although his name is Koyo. Let's get back. So he has 4 questions, and I took a picture of them, and I'm going to put them on the screen, but I have to remember what they are, because I'm really bad at that. One thing I know is show a collection. He actually wanted you to list them, and I've done that before, so I'm just going to show a collection that isn't vinyl related. As you probably know, Garage Geek is really pretentious, and he has a book collection now. I collect Penguin books, and so I grabbed a couple of the different kinds of Penguin books, and I also collect John Steinbeck books. So I kind of rolled 2 collections into one. Here is the same book in 3 different Penguin versions. So this is John Steinbeck's The Pastures of Heaven. And then look at how beautiful. I love that. I love this collection. I don't have them all, but I have at least 4 or 5 of them. And I love the simplicity of these covers. Penguin Books also has a cloth bound. This one is the pearl. So I didn't have the Pastures of Heaven in this. I don't think they've put it out in that. But this is the cloth-bound series, and here is the Pearl. Now, these books are really cheap. You can tell, like, how they're bound and everything. They're not super quality books, but for the price, I love these. So another one is you have to tell your favorite movie. Now, this one is so difficult for me because I love all kinds of movies. The movies that Mark picked were near and dear to me. So he picked old sci-fi movies, and I love those. And I'm going to pick, although this was really difficult, I'm going to pick 7. I've said that before. I saw this at the theater and it had a huge impact on me. It's often imitated, but I believe it was so innovative for the time. The acting is great. Everything about this movie. And look at this. Look at this cool DVD version of this movie. So another thing that he wants us to show is our first and last vinyl. So I don't remember my first, and I've probably discussed this before, but I readily saw this. This is a box set of The Hobbit, Rankin and Bass cartoon. I've showed this before. Now this is a really, really beat up set that I got for $1 at Amoeba. It doesn't have the booklet. I might have another version of this with the booklet. I'm not sure. But man, did I love this thing as a kid. I could quote it. I could sing all the songs. I know this way better than the actual cartoon itself. Yeah, so my brother had this. Like I said, I listened to it over and over again. And I didn't actually buy this one myself, but I certainly listened to it a lot. When it comes to the last records I bought, it's going to be a big letdown. I buy albums for the covers. Mark showed his cool Neil Young on the Beach. I'm just not cool. So I'm going to show you my Ray Conniff Latin Rock. Now, this looks like it's a repress. It was $5 for this. It's in gorgeous shape. I've also not listened to these yet, so I need to do that. I also bought 2 albums by an artist I didn't know, Nancy Ames. Like I said, I have shown these. And this one was $3. And this one was $3 also, but man, are they in pristine shape for when they came out. Aries! And then I bought this Spyro Gyra. Now, I'm not expecting this album to be really good, but it could surprise me. And this one was $1.99. I often buy these really cheap albums for the covers, and then I end up liking them. So this is Spyro Gyra Breakout. I bought, look at that cool art on the cover. So yeah, I buy albums just for the cover artwork. I went and grabbed, I was trying to think of what was one of the first comics that I ever bought. Now, I read so many of my brothers. So I was just trying to think of a comic that I absolutely know that I bought that was an early one. I'm not sure this is the first comic I ever bought, but I remember finding this on the shelf, and I've mentioned this before. I was drawn to that cover, probably because I like hairy guys, and as a kid, I probably liked hairy guys too. And I love the color yellow, and so this is like the full package. And in this era, actually, the Beast was really promiscuous. He's always going around with all these women. They liked his fur, and I kind of was like, whatever. You wanted to know a little bit more about me, Mark Morris. There you go. Sexually fantasizing about the Beast from the Avengers. Did I answer all four? I don't know. I'm doing this video without showering, doing anything, because I'm worried, Mark. This is intervention. This is your official first entry into your thread. You can stop drinking now, Mark. It's going to be okay. Now, if you haven't seen Mark's video for this thread, it's actually really good. He shows all his paintings and he talks about his poetry, which I have in my Amazon queue. The next time I make an Amazon order, both of those books are coming. I got to see his paintings for the first time, and they're a lot of fun. I love all the color in those paintings. So please make sure that you go ahead and watch that video. I'll put the link in my description. Mark, you have your first official entry into your, what is this thing even called again? Getting to know the vinyl community thread. So you can put that beer down.